The way we see space has evolved for the last 400 years, inspired by years of looking up at the night sky. The universe is mostly an unexplored mystery that scientists have been working to understand since 127 AD. Though we desired knowledge, we were held back by the technology at hand. This led us to invent new ways to quench our thirst for advancement. The telescope was invented by three men by the names of Hans Lippershey, Zacharias Janssen, and Jacob Matthias. Although back in the day, telescopes were used for better eyesight on Earth, the telescope went from Earth's first set of glasses to the telescopes we know and love today. In 1609, Galileo created his own telescope with the intention of looking up at the starry skies, which ultimately led to the era's most major discovery, that Earth was not located in the center of the universe. In fact, there were two discoveries made by Galileo that led to this revolutionary breakthrough. Firstly, the phases of Venus, specifically proving the heliocentric model to be correct, and secondly, the Galilean moons Europa, Io, Ganymede, and Callisto, proved that other celestial bodies other than Earth can be orbited. Thanks to Galileo, telescopes were the gateway into the universe for hundreds of years. Telescopes took different sizes throughout the decades, and many improvements were made to them. Refracting and reflecting telescopes are what we use today, either in large observatories or in your backyard. Refractor telescopes are known for the glass lens at the end of the telescope for gathering light. Refraction means that the light is bent as it travels through the tube to create a clear view of the night sky. These types of telescopes sometimes have problems with chromatic aberration, meaning that sometimes the color refracts and meets at the wrong focal point and they start to fringe at the edges. Regardless though, refractor telescopes are normally more reliable after being calibrated. And then you have reflector telescopes, which use concave mirrors that reflect the light from the night sky. Even Hubble is a telescope, the only difference being it lives among the stars. Hubble was launched in 1990 and there have been many missions sent to repair Hubble while in orbit due to there being a flaw with the primary mirror. While the primary mirror could not be replaced, the camera could. So astronauts went on a journey to install corrective lenses on Hubble's new wide-field and planetary camera in 1993. In addition to that, Hubble has had 3 other servicing missions in its lifetime. After the lenses, there was a mission to install new instruments in 1997 that would improve Hubble's wavelength scale, allowing our sight of the universe to go farther than ever before. The third mission consists of a Part A and B. Part A occurred when 4 out of 6 of Hubble's gyroscopes failed in 1999, when a minimum of 3 is required for operation. While awaiting maintenance, Hubble was unable to accomplish any tasks and was inactive from December 19th to December 27th. During Mission 3B, the last of Hubble's old instruments were to be replaced in 2003. During this mission, Hubble got a new flexible solar panel and a new power control unit, allowing Hubble to run more efficiently than it ever could. And the last mission that took place in 2009, Hubble received 2 new instruments, a cosmic origin spectrograph and a new wide-field camera. This brought Hubble to its peak performance overall, increasing its lifespan and capabilities among the cosmos. And even with all that additional work, it still continues to have problems with its hardware, although Hubble always manages to get back to normal operation. On another note, the Hubble Space Telescope ran so that James Webb could walk. Hubble was the first set of eyes into the dark unknown, but little did we know, looking into the darkest part of the sky would bring us a bright canvas of galaxies. Hubble's mission was to spend 15 years in the night sky, but instead brought us 32 years worth of insight and knowledge. Hubble truly paved the way for future technology and brought us a brighter future along with a brighter view of our infinite skies. Hubble has done some truly impressive things, such as proving the existence of black holes and the expansion of the universe. Even today, Hubble works tirelessly and has made over 1 million observations about our broad universe. Moving forward to our newest and most refined way to truly experience the universe, the James Webb Space Telescope launched December 25th, 2021. and at the start of James Webb's journey, there was a great fear that the gold mirror would crack while on its voyage to space. James Webb's large mirror had to be folded in order to fit into the vessel taking it to its orbit. Luckily for us, no harm was done and the transition went smoothly, but we are left with the knowledge that James Webb is incredibly fragile. James Webb has already encountered minor problems with meteoroids impacting the mirrors and causing small fractures, along with one larger meteoroid. However, considering the design, this was an expected outcome, and James Webb was released into the unknown regardless of such an issue. The only preventative measure taken was the thin layer of gold on the mirrors. Unfortunately, it's not enough to prevent James Webb from inevitably decaying upon impacts. On the bright side, James Webb has already proven its capabilities of showing us celestial objects nearly as old as the universe itself. James Webb has discovered a 18.5 billion year old galaxy, so far to be known as the oldest galaxy in the universe. And just to put that into perspective, the universe is thought to be 13.7 billion years old. And that's just with James Webb Space Telescope only having been in orbit for 7 months. The applications of James Webb goes so far beyond what was ever thought possible. James Webb was made to observe the beginning of the universe as we know it, and the formation of galaxies that could support life much like ours. I think it is reasonable to believe that James Webb is going to be our ticket to finding life on a new world. Not only this, but James Webb is also meant to be able to see through large dust clouds and observe the birth of stars. James Webb will someday show us the building blocks of life and lead us to a knowledgeable future of the universe we live in. None of this would be our reality without the evolution of the telescope and the amazing minds from our past and present. This is not the end of evolution, but it is the end of the video. Thank you for visiting me in these cozy cosmos.